Put your sneakers on. It's time to tighten up and let's go. Welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black. Ow! The man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
We are giving you guys another AEW Dynamite review. We've done so many of these. You know where to be every single Wednesday. Make sure you guys are in the chat, like button, comment button, subscribe, leave me comments, leave me a 5-star review. You know what I need. Audio listeners, I love you. People on the video, love you. People in the chat, I love you. Let's get it going with this episode. Let's go.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Here. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Much appreciate everybody who was in here live with us. Thank you guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to give you a move.
Thank you.
Big shout out to the Pro Wrestler Shoot. Saw you guys just hit 1K on YouTube. If you haven't, go make it 1K or 1. What do we say? 1,001 now?
1,000.
Make it 1,004 for Chris Jericho tonight because we're going to be talking about him. Allin. We're talking about the build. Don't do that with them fingers. That double A. Horseman. Yeah. Pro Wrestler Shoot. I was on it. Felt good. Clash of the Podcast live every Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Big shout out to my partner, Sean Hubbard. We're putting together some good stuff. Lots of goodness coming up. We got Payback, All Out, All In. It's going to be wrestling crazy. I'm going to be on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly on Thursday, after All In, before All Out, before Payback. We'll be talking about storylines. It's going to be crazy up in here. I'm promoting, I'm shilling, I'm trying to get it all out there for people. Much love. Derek, what's going on in the world of Derek? Oh, by the way, y'all, Derek definitely ducked. He missed his time for the match. I really think this is a forfeit at this point. This has happened multiple times.
No, this dude said, all right. I said I can come after work. This dude said
he wasn't here.
Oh, I gotta work out.
He was making chicken. He lied.
Yeah, I was making chicken because they always say I don't ever bring no food to all Wednesday. So I'm making chicken when this dude over here working out.
Listen. Derek's trying to use Malachi. We ain't going for this. We need some official rules, I think, because me and Derek are arguing about every little thing when it comes to this. I don't trust him. We might have to wait till the patch comes out. So then someone's got a chance of kicking out because you ain't picking no Malachi Black pressing triangle 20 times on me. I already know how this is about to go. Can't have that.
Bro, Malachi's not that. He's not that hard, bro.
Who got Fight Forever? You use Malachi to cheese Big Show. Excuse me. You use Malachi to cheese the legendary, the man who is a technical wizard, Paul White.
Well,
you know it. So don't start fronting, don't start playing. You know what time it is. We're gonna get into a lot of this stuff. Do we talk Punk now, or do you want to save this for the end?
How about we save it?
No, I mean it happened already. It happened on Saturday.
True.
You want to get it over with?
Yeah, let's knock it.
All right. I don't have a timeline for this, so I'm about to try to do this off the top of the dome. A lot of stuff has gone on with CM Punk this week. Pause before I get into that. I'm gonna let everyone put their Punk comments in. Let's shout out the people. Y'all put the Punk comments in, and then we can get into this.
Let's get it.
Be prepared though for some of it. Andrade in the house. Thank you. I really thought we were gonna have the Guns win so they could go to All In one of the best. They're one of the best things in AEW right now. They didn't have a direction though. Where were the Guns going? Truthfully, like they don't have a match lined up for them yet. They're gonna have to play like background, maybe with the Bullet Club Gold and do some antics.
Unfortunately, but
maybe at All Out they could have a match, but I don't see it on here. Matt Lopez says hello. Good evening. What up, Matt? Also, why did you screw over the bunny? We'll get into that. I mean, come on, fam. We knew that, right? Deanna says, hey, Pro Wrestling Shoe says, yo. XG Dub says, sup.
Hey, yo.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys.
BJ says, hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. BJ, I hope you are as well. Love me too, Deanna said. Don't y'all ever talk about Punk. Ace said, what up, Conrad, Derek, and chat? What up, Ace? I've been really positive, but tonight was a 4 out of 10 for me. Andrade, you just started coming around. What you mean you've been positive? What you talking about? You came in with that Bret Hart, that El Dandy. Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Right. I was sports entertained tonight, Deanna said. A said, pause. Conrad says, play. Matt Lopez says, more CM Punk controversy? Must be Wednesday. Listen. Where do we begin? Collision. Collision was a great show. I enjoyed it. Collision is my favorite show of the week. Keep telling y'all that. This used to be Dynamite, but now Collision is my show. So we get a great trios match. House of Black versus CMFTR. Joe comes out, chokes Punk out. Boom. All this happens. They stay in the ring after. They got to send the people home happy. The cameras are off. CM Punk gets on the mic. And a fan has a sign that says Hangman Country because they're in North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Twist it around your head. Spin it like a helicopter. Shout out to Petey Pablo. But they have a sign that says this is Hangman Country, and Hangman Page was right. CM Punk stops to address the sign. Now, Derek, I'm going to start this off. People were surprised by this on Clash of the Podcast. I'm going to start this off right again. CM Punk should have not addressed the sign, in my opinion. He should have just let it go, ignored it. I didn't know it was Page's hometown. I thought Page was from West Virginia, truthfully, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But apparently he lives in North Carolina. There's a lot of fans out there. But so is FTR, so I thought maybe it'd be a little more balanced. But people were on Page's side. CM Punk said, I know why they call him Hangman Page, and he gets into this whole thing about the toys and that all you see hanging up are the Hangman Page action figures. And I ain't gonna cap y'all. I mean, I see it too. It is a figure that I'm like, Punk wasn't wrong in what he said, but he was wrong for why he said it. Yeah. Punk said it didn't come off the way he wanted it to. It didn't land. Now, he was wrong for that. It was kind of a burial of Page. Shouldn't have said it, especially if he's trying to create peace. It's what they need to be doing. And now we're talking about this stuff instead of All In. It's annoying. They get into it, and Punk walks away. Wrestling community blows things out of proportion. Go figure. And Punk apparently issued an apology to Hangman Page via text. Said, sorry that I did that, blah, blah, blah. If Punk did that, good on Punk. I think that was the right call. Get off the man's back. People make mistakes. People apologize. But apparently that's not good enough for some people today. Derek, don't go on a rant yet. Then we had the issue with, do you want to address this piece by piece?
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll let you get your words. No, get your words in on Page first.
All right. So
politely.
So, yes, I agree. Punk should not have gone that route.
What up, Malik Murray?
He definitely should have just left it alone and let it be what it was. But in retrospect, he's not wrong. Who cares? When was the last time we were in North Carolina?
I don't know. They go there every year. They go there often. That's where Punk and Sting, they always do like a big trios match. I remember the Pinnacle versus Sting Darby. Yeah, they were in North Carolina for that. I think they've been there since then too.
Okay, so are we past the time?
What time? You want to say a bad word?
Yeah.
No, you got 2 minutes, bro.
2 minutes. All right. Mm-hmm. So Hangman lives in the basement for me.
The basement of what? What does that mean?
He lives in the basement, bro.
Let's just say you're not a fan of Hangman Page, so the people know.
Yeah, that's where all the forgotten things go. In the basement. They go in the basement.
It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't care for Hangman. Hangman was cool with me in the beginning, but then when everything happened and he pulled a couple B moves, kind of got me salty. Actually, everybody in the league kind of got me salty. So I don't know, man. Yes, Punk was wrong for what he had to say to try and get a pop. But then again, he's not wrong about sales.
Nah, he's not.
He's not wrong about it.
He's not lying, technically speaking.
He's not.
So,
So there you go. That was a peaceful rant.
Barely, but yeah. Yeah. You are that was as best as we're gonna get. Then let's get to Ryan Nemeth is the next person up on this. And Teresa Osborne, thank you for joining us. Welcome to the chat. Much appreciated. Don't forget to hit the like button, Malik, Teresa, all those who are just joining in. Ryan Nemeth, right? Is that his name? I'm trying to make sure I don't mix it up with Dolph's real name. Ryan Nemeth, the brother of Dolph Ziggler. He had some words to say. About Punk. When Punk returned, he had put the softest man alive, I think he put, or something like that.
To those effects.
Yeah. And then when Punk showed up on Dynamite, remember after he had returned to Chicago, Dynamite was in Chicago, Punk shows up and says, "You got a problem with me?" Words to that effect. And said, "If you got a problem with me, we can take it outside." Phil, you can't be saying that these days. You got to chill. We've already gotten in trouble for that.
Yeah.
But that's what we got. And he said, "Listen, if you want to go outside, we can fight." He was like, no. I guess he kind of backed down. And yeah, that's where it was. Now, to my advice to Ryan Nemeth and Brandon Cutler goes back to the Drake quote. And I will always stand on this. Bench players talking like they starters. I hate it.
Yeah.
You don't say that stuff. You don't have that swag. You don't get to say that stuff to people.
No.
You haven't done what they've done. Honestly, like you can't, I don't even think they should be saying that stuff to the likes of an Orange Cassidy, even like, bro, you don't get to talk to him like that. And I just thought they made very bad mistakes in those situations. And then Punk apparently has been sending people home. So he sent him home. He got called to do a match on Collision in Canada, and they said, "No, you're not needed. You can go back home." Yeah. Punk didn't even want him back there in catering because he said he doesn't want drama. But once again, you run your mouth on social media, you don't think he's going to see it? That stuff's going to happen like that. Now, how Punk has this authority, that's on Tony. Yes. I don't know why. Tony's either listening to him or Tony gave him the power. I don't know which one's which. Christopher Daniels also sent home, but this has been coinciding with what's going on with Ace Steel. Ace Steel can't be at the shows. Why? Because he was involved in the brawl. Well, then Punk says, "Well, isn't Christopher Daniels a management official?" Yeah. Wasn't he involved in the brawl? That's what I assume is happening with that. But Christopher Daniels is the head of talent relations. He has a job to do as well. But see, this is where I think they get in trouble, mixing wrestlers in the other positions.
Yeah.
You're asking for a lot of trouble when it comes to that.
Very much so.
Deanna said Punk should have kept his mouth shut. I will agree. I will firmly agree with that. But in that situation, Punk sticking up for his friend. He must feel Ace was wronged in that whole situation. So he's just going to make arguments saying, "Well, why can't Ace Steel? If Ace Steel can't be here, why is anyone else allowed to be here then?" Right? You banish Punk to an island, and now Punk is turning into Gilligan. He is trying to build things around this island. Everything was all good, Derek. For how many months? 2 months? We didn't hear nothing. No peeps about any of these stories. Then these were all happening throughout the 2 months, apparently. Right. Not a word. Then all of a sudden, everything comes out all at once. Mm-hmm. Funny. That's all I'm going to say. It's just funny how those things work, right?
That it is.
Then we get into Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. He was doing a scene, and something involved glass. And Jungle Boy wanted to use real glass. Punk's like, "Nah, I don't think that's a good idea, player. It's not smart to use real glass. People can get hurt." Tony Schiavone said the same thing. And I think Jim Ross or someone else did too. And they told him to go see Punk. Punk said, "Yeah, it's a really dumb idea. I don't think we should do that." And he said, "What are you trying to get off so that you don't have to be here next week? So you don't have to work next week? Like, why would you do that?" I think Punk's advice was right. But once again, would you trust Jungle Boy, the guy who liked Brandon Cutler's gaslighting tweet about him? I wouldn't. And remember, Team Bucks. Everybody, if you're on Team Elite, Punk's not going to trust you all the way. It's just what it's going to be. He's like, why are you here? But to people who are like, well, he hates everybody. No, because Luchasaurus is Team Elite. And he's been on all the Collision shows still. Maybe with Christian, his handler. But I'm just saying. He's been on all the shows.
This is very true.
So I'll let you comment on that, and then we can keep it moving, and we'll get to some other comments.
All right, so is it Ryan Nemeth or Brian Nemeth? Dolph Ziggler's brother.
Yeah.
And Cutler. First of all, Cutler, you can't talk. I'm sorry, bro. You are not allowed to talk, speak, breathe, even grace the presence of stepping in an arena with anybody. You're a glorified Howl boy who sprays people with air.
On TV. He does. He edits BTE.
Which looks like ass. It's horrible editing. Sorry.
Send your hate to at Derek something.
I'm just saying, for those who love Brandon Cutler, I feel sorry for you. But then again, I don't, because Brandon Cutler sucks. He sucked when he started wrestling. He sucks now. Ryan Nemeth, I'm not going to really talk about that, because that's just pointless. Are we really going to listen to Jungle Boy, who got mad at Billy Gunn because Billy Gunn said he hates Destroyers?
That's why I'm like, why is everybody defending this dude? Like, Jungle Boys never did anything. And I'm talking to the popular. So this is, you know what? No, I'm about to get in my bag. Y'all want to talk about these big reviewers. Oh, this guy who does this and this guy who does that. They ain't got it like me, because I keep receipts, baby. And I know exactly when Jungle Boy and Billy Gunn got into it. Didn't I say that was, I didn't care what he said about Punk. That whatever, that's your opinion on him.
Right.
But the Billy Gunn thing, I said, that's disrespectful.
It is. It's highly disrespectful.
It's disrespectful to bring up that Billy Gunn gets mad when people do Destroyers and everything. Then why do you keep doing them? So you're flat out not listening to the coach. Why have coaches? What is Tony Khan paying them for?
He's the reason you're here.
I just don't understand it. Like, why would you do that? Like, we talk about CM Punk disrespecting Tony Khan to a level. I get it. But let's talk about you disrespecting Tony Khan's money that he's spending there for you so that you have tools at your advantage. And you're like, nah, I don't want to use them. What?
At the end of the day, if you have a coach, shut the fuck up and listen.
I think we're timely for that. This episode will be marked explicit. Watch yourself, buddy.
I'm just saying, like, I'm getting real tired of Jungle Boy, everybody. I'm getting real tired of all of them. They're like that. You pick and choose. We have the elite who gets to say what they can and what they can't do. You have Jungle Boy who talks out the side of his neck,
right,
about absolutely nothing, but he's supposed to be on this pedestal. I don't respect you for that, bro. Sorry. You're a great wrestler, but your ideology, stupid.
Let's go to the chat. I want to see what the chat's saying here. We'll go back to Deanna. Punk should have kept his mouth shut. If you wanted peace, don't trash someone on a live mic. Very true.
Yes.
Very true. But let's not forget too, though. Once again, let's not act like CM Punk and everyone else got punished. Let's remember, Hangman Page is the dude who threw the rock and never got in trouble. He's the dude who hit the base. He hit the baseball through the window, and everyone else got yelled at and in trouble because of something he started. I'm just saying, like, he would be the most aggravating person. And Colt Cabana, too. Colt Cabana definitely got away with a lot with this because he cried and complained. And where's Colt Cabana now? Now he's just sitting on the sidelines being quiet because he got his new contract.
I can't say what I want to say about Colt, so we're just going to leave that alone.
6 at OMG starting. Punk still starting stuff? Jeez. Nope, Punk himself said the apology has to be the same level as the mistake. Come on out in Collision and fix it. Maybe after the show he will. He already issued an apology, though, BJ. The same wrestling world who reads all this stuff knows about it. That's not where my issue is, because where's the apology then from the elite to us? Why All In was about the fans, right? That was what sold out that 10,000 seat arena with all of the elite. What happened to the fans being the focal point of things? Because now you're saying you don't want to work with Punk. Why? Why? I didn't say you need to be friends with him and hang out with him every day. Do the match. Why are EVPs getting to dictate things and that's okay, but then when Punk does it, it's an issue for everybody? We got to call a spade a spade, all right? And I don't hear enough people criticizing the elite for this. Punk said he wants to talk. Why can't you talk? Why don't you want to work it out at least? Punk's not even saying, give me the match. He's saying, let's talk about this.
Sounds real freshman-like.
So there's some apologies on the other side, too. It ain't all just Punk. Renegade James L2K says Brett and Sean all over again. Brett and Sean would have been bad if they had social media back in the day when it happened. Trust me. In my opinion, they need to stop acting like babies and just make AEW a good show for wrestling fans.
Thank you.
Yeah, but it's more personal than that, too. I know everybody's like, oh, they just said this. The damage has been done to CM Punk. I don't think anybody realizes that. You hurt the dude's drawing power. You've mixed his reactions. He said this. Like, he told you. I know people think everything Punk said was a lie, but there are some truth sprinkled in there where he's like, yeah, you stepped on yourself, we'll just say. I won't repeat the words he used. But you've ruined his reaction. Sorry. Punk was also against discussing business over text before as well. So don't text no apology. How else is he going to contact him? They don't want to speak to him. He can't go up to his face and do it. There's lawyers involved. And I remember that Punk's lawyers. It's not Punk. Once again, I would have said they call me Hangman, but not for the reason you think. Bada boom. Realest guy in the room. How you doing? Xavier says the basement of relevancy. What's good, Xavier? Renegade L2K says brawl for all, once and for all, get it done with. If they want to fight one more time, I say let them. Yeah, I don't care at this point. Like, just get it out your system. If you guys want to fight, then fight. If you're gonna talk, then talk. But do something. Like this whole you're all separated. It's just gonna make things worse. Guess what next week is? Do I have the graphic still? Did I delete it? Guess what next week is? They're both gonna be in the same building. Guess what Allin's going to be? You're all in the same building. It worked at Forbidden Door. Will it work again? I don't know. Malik says, I think that Tony Khan needs to be a leader. And the problem with AEW, I'm glad you brought that up. I've been hearing a lot of people say what Tony Khan needs to do. How come when Tony Khan switch gears, that's a problem too? And this goes for fans and talent. I heard this brought up today by Sean Ross Sapp to a wise way that he said this. So I'm going to give him full credit for this. But he said some of the wrestlers were upset that Tony Khan was never available because he's busy talking to other talent, doing things. He's too buddy-buddy with wrestlers. Now that Tony's not available and he has delegated his authority to other people, oh no, that's not good enough. I need my time with Tony. You can't have it both ways. And people keep acting like Tony needs to be Vince McMahon. Hell no, you don't have to be Vince McMahon. If it's not in your personality, you're not going to be him.
Yes.
I get this ridiculousness would have never happened. Becky and Charlotte, Brett and Sean. No, this stuff happens in other companies. Stop playing yourselves. Yes. This happens in MLW, Impact, your local indie. All of this stuff happens every locker room. It's jealousy. It's a business full of jealousy. You can go to work at Walmart, Target, wherever you work every single day. People are jealous. I should be the head cashier. I should be the customer service manager. I should be in charge of hardware. I guarantee you this stuff happens. So I don't want it to seem like, oh, there's no problem with what Tony Khan's doing. There is an issue, but let's remember too, Tony Khan is a human and he's been trying to put this back together. I think he needs Casey gave me a great idea one time. He said he needs a general manager. If he doesn't want to be the guy who lays down the law, get someone who's going to lay down the law then. Yeah. So Deanna said Ryan wants to be relevant and he's not. Side note, how about CM Punk wearing that SAG t-shirt showing support for the writers and actors on strike, and the camera did all they could do to not show that shirt on air? CM Punk is CM Punk. Ryan's brother Dolph could say it, but not him. I agree. Wait, first of all, who the hell gave Punk the right to send mofos home? The F? Who gave someone the right to put Punk on a show on his own? Why can't Punk be on Dynamite? It seems foolish to me. Just saying. You see what I'm saying, though? Like, if the narrative's on Punk, how come we don't say, but wait? Nope. I don't ever see let's look at the Elite side of the story. That's not what happens. I just hear Punk trashing often. Yes. And I know, like, I'm not trashing Punk. And then I heard someone call him a moron 5 minutes later. Bro, you can't have it both ways. All right. I know, and you know who you are. Go listen to all those Punk things that are out right now. It's funny, too, that he gets them the most clicks. Man. Bench players talking like starters. You hate to see it. Who's really running Collision, CM Punk or TK? But Ryan has traditionally been on the right side, just saying. He was outing Bill DeMott before others, outing Joey Ryan before others, using BTE to support the SAG and WAG strikers. That's fine, BJ, but why isn't he on TV then? The Elite can put him on Dynamite every week. Why don't they? Punk has no control over there. If he's that good, why isn't he on TV? That's what I'm saying. He's got to, you got to lay low in this business. I'm trying to think of WWE who's around there. That's like someone from NXT coming up and saying the Undertaker something. Like, you know what I mean? And Punk and Undertaker, we could put it even on a different level. That's like someone coming up and saying something to one of the Usos right now. Like, bro, get out of my face with this BS. Like, I ain't listening to this. TK lets the inmates run the asylum because he's a fan more than a boss. Okay. Well, when TK gives those, is anyone ever going to blame Shivani, Sanjay, the other people who have their positions? Or are they being invalidated? All I'm saying is Tony has put other measures in place too. It's not just Tony. Did you go through the chain of command? You can't say like, well, I don't want to go through the chain of command. I want to talk to Tony. You can't do that. Taking up for Ace, dude literally went Hannibal Lecter on someone. What's there to defend? Ace Steel's wife was in the room with a broken leg, number one, when they came in there and they were ready to throw down. I get Punk's his friend, but also his wife's in there with a broken leg. If someone rolls on her leg, he's like, yo, I got to pay for this. I'm going to beat you up. And my wife's scared. What are you doing right now?
I'm sorry, bro. My wife is in there. You come, listen, we got pure unadulterated beef as it is.
Have you ever been somewhere where there's a fight about to happen with your kid? Like, I don't know, a family reunion or something. Yeah. I know I'm getting crazy hood, but when you get into something like that, I've been in situations to where like maybe there's someone pregnant around. I've seen people get mad about that stuff, bro. You don't fight, play around, do that stuff, because if someone else gets hurt, they're going to be like, yo, I'm getting involved, and then it's going to be over. And we don't know what happened with all that. Did she get hurt? Did she fall down? Was she moved out of the way? And he was like, yo, I'm about to help. I'm sick of this.
Man, listen. My wife is in the room with a broken leg. We already have beef as it is. You come in the room, first off, like you not, like if you just come in the room, didn't even knock to even say like, hey, can we talk? You just automatically invite yourself. I'm fucking you up. I'm sorry. You're not going to come in here to have pure beef with me, and then my wife with a broken leg is sitting there?
I'm just saying Ace Steel may have had a point to why he started fighting too, though.
That's a pure unadulterated point. You're getting beat down. I'm sorry.
Let's get into this. Pro Wrestler Shoe says, man, don't even argue Punk's situation anymore. Dave and friends have already badmouthed this dude to the point that all their fans have their minds made up. Ryan Nemeth. Dolph Ziggler's brother. Terrible. Ryan Nemeth talking about Punk is like the water boy on the team, not good enough for the fourth string QB. Oh, Hammer, don't hurt him. Plus that all-out card is 2 scoops of ass, tired of pretending it isn't. All in or all out? I'm just trying to clarify. Colt Cabana is filming BTE. F the Elite? Okay, Tokyo. Well, you just answered it, though. They are EVPs, and he isn't. Right, but other people were stripped and fired of their stuff, and like I said, we don't know. I never got to see the investigation of what happened. Was there an investigation? Wink, nudge. I don't know.
I don't think it was.
Might have been a sham, but like I said, they're throwing little jokes around too and being funny. So let's not act like they weren't either. You know what I mean? It was cool when you bid them FC a Punk, FC. Hey, BT.
Right.
It was funny then too. Like, come on. It goes on both sides, guys. That's all I'm saying. Derek will be mad if we had social media back then for WCW Hogan heel turn. No, Hogan heel turn was fine. That was fine. BJ, hard to tell sometimes. Punk also is guilty of tarnishing his own rep. I guess. You know, no one ever brings up the good that he's done either, but that's fine. You know, shout out to Mercedes and Trinity. Remember when Hangman made a joke about that? Yep. What's up? What's up, Jacoby? Let's see here. Yo, drop a like and let y'all know EPW is the baddest podcast in the land. I'll catch you guys on audio. Have a great show. Thank you, McKinney. Peter Jeter said that this is not a company for him. I won't put that up on the screen, but all right. I don't know why you say that. Button Sampson says, sup, Conrad, Derek, OMG. Conrad, you hear Chico from Junior Mafia passed away? Why are legends disappearing? It happens every year, brother. The older you get, the more you see. Trust. Xavier says, I'll be at Dynamite Collision next Wednesday. Excited to see how it plays out. I will see, brother. Derek should be the locker room leader in AEW. Tony hired him to look at those muscles. I should have had the barber chair by now by the window. Y'all not sick of this topic yet? What happened? Well, I had to let Derek give his piece, Rob. Derek never got to say his thoughts on it. I agree. They do need a GM. Tony Khan won't yell at CM Punk like he was yelling at Adam Cole and MJF. Conrad, you would be a great GM for AEW. Maybe. I'd have to see all the BS that's going on behind the scenes. Beat you up, more like eat you up. Listen, let's not front on who won that fight, too. The asses were whipped. Like, I'm just letting y'all know. The PWG Punk stuff goes back ages. They talk about it in Punk's WWE documentary. Bro, I'm going to be the guy who hit that. Whoa. You do not want to be that guy hitting people with chairs, Malik. Do not be that guy. All right? All in, all out. Who cares? Card is ass. I need specifics, though. Like, what don't you like about All Out's card? Adam Cole, MJF on punishment. No, Conrad ruined the surprise of Hogan's heel turn like what Twitter do these days. Nobody ruined Hogan. Dude, back then, nobody knew Hogan was turning heel. That Bobby the Brain Heenan stuff that Bischoff got mad about, he's full of shit, too. I said it. He knew damn well. Bobby Heenan always said stuff like that. I never thought twice about it. I've never said Punk hasn't done good, but it's always overshadowed by what he did, what goes wrong. But that's, Deanna, here's my point with this. We feed into the negativity. CM Punk was fine for 2 months. I didn't hear anybody like, Punk's starting to win me back over. It was CM Punk, CM Punk. Who cares? Like, who cares if you don't like him at this point? You think he gives a shit? Like I said, his good name ruined, tarnished. He's still the #1 t-shirt seller in the company. I don't know. Like, I don't know what should he care about right now? They need to try to get all of these people back on the same page. This is a Tony problem. He needs to get them all back on the same page.
Yes.
Just hire Cornette. He'll straighten them out. Yikes. Phase 114 says, first time watching, great podcast, good work. Thank you, Phase.
Thank you.
Much love. All in sucks, Peter Jeter said. Why does it suck? I already gave people homework. You got till Monday. I said, give me a better card than what All In's got right now. And I've already put the restrictions. Injuries count and no CM Punk versus the Elite in any way, shape, or form. Give me your card and tell me what you would do. There's no pack. You're missing people. Tell me what you would do. It's ass specifically. Karen Angerum Jarrett needs her patootie paddle tonight. You have to holler at your boy the Hardys about that. Bobby Heenan tried to ruin Hogan's heel turn. No, he didn't. Bobby Heenan always said bad stuff about Hogan like that back then. Oh, whose side is he on? Oh, cut it out, Brain. They used to always say stuff like that. The card is not ass. Fans are just upset because they did not get their dream matches. No one cared about that back in the day. Card looks good, Matt Lopez says. Yeah, Heenan never liked Hogan and kayfabe going back to WWF. Hella consistent. I even think of the AWA too. CM Punk versus Jericho. Hell to the no. I wouldn't want to see that right now. Bucks versus FTR. I don't care for dream matches. That's what Forbidden Door was for, and that's kind of my point. But I don't think any of the matches are dream matches on this card. I don't see anything that is.
I think they're all storyline matches.
Omega Hobbs, that might be a sleeper one, but I think fans would complain that that's not big enough.
Yeah.
Who cares? Hogan ruined Jimi Hendrix for me. DMX versus D-Mob. Here we go. Listen, we're a half hour in. We haven't talked about Dynamite. There's a good reason for that. So, opening up the card tonight, we had the International Championship on the line with Orange Cassidy and Wheeler Yuta for Fight for the Fallen. I thought this was a swell matchup here. I like this one.
Yeah, this was good.
They did a good job of teasing in this one. It was back and forth. BCC shows up in the middle. Here comes Moxley, Claudio. I really wish Danielson was around right now.
Yeah, you're missing that presence. That presence that he had. It was almost like a ringleader, or like not ringleader, like
I feel like
ringmaster for the circus. Was it ringmaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're missing I feel like BCC's been knocked down a peg.
Yeah.
You lost to the Elite. You're up here like fighting the best friends now and stuff. I don't know. Like I just feel like where are we? What happened to us here?
Yeah.
You know,
they don't have the same effect like they used to.
Right? They get into this. I thought for a second when Wheeler had the seatbelt, he might have been able to get it. They let Orange kick out. Orange then catches him with the Bulldog Brett pin. He couldn't get his hands in his pockets, so he grabbed his pockets. It's a little cheater, though, a little bit. I'm just saying. It's like, well, it's like grabbing your own tights for some leverage, I guess. But whatever. They got through it. OC wins. I thought we were going to get a title match here. We didn't get that. So all hell breaks loose. Here comes the best friends. They get beat down. They were like, Chuck Taylor? Hell no. they start pounding Chuck Taylor. Here come the Lucha Bros. Pentagon was like, yo, I got abs. Like, I'm about to show these off tonight. So he came out smooth, buttery, ready, throws them down. They start super kicking people. Claudio's knocked out. Claudio got his ass. Claudio and Yuta specifically, like, they got their asses whipped in this segment. Super kicks. Wheeler's getting up. I'm like, yo, if y'all don't stop dogging Wheeler Yuta, that menace was just getting beat down. Then here comes Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston is back from the G1. Congratulations to, spoiler alert, Tetsuya Naito going to Wrestle Kingdom. G1, fantastic last two matches for him. If you didn't get to see them, get New Japan World. Go back and watch them. The Ospreay match, Money, the finals, really good with Okada. Go back and watch it. Kingston's back. He's ready to fight. Kingston, heavy dying. He just starts beating Claudio down. Freaking hilarious. He had the hair back.
Yeah.
He looking like he came right off the construction site, ready to beat someone down. Eddie Kingston is out there and he says, you know what? All of us against you guys and whoever you can find. I don't know who this is going to be. I would love to hear your suggestions in the chat. Stadium Stampede at Allin. It's going to get buck wild, 6-on-6. They're doing it. It's a multi-person match, but this could get fun. I just wonder who they pull out for this.
Yeah, because they don't really have any allies that could stand on like two legs with them right now.
Ooh, Renegade L2K came in first. Hold on, we got people commenting some stuff here. Who will BCC get? Let's talk about it. CM Punk versus Jay White. That would be a good match, Tokyo. But I heard people saying they're disappointed in the Samoa Joe match. So they'd be disappointed in Jay White. They only wanted one match for Punk. It's either Punk and Kenny or Punk and the Elite. BCC will be teamed with Proud and Powerful. I would love to see Santana and Ortiz back. And Suzuki, you heard it first. All right, James, I'm going to hold you to this. How do you feel about a brand new Pinnacle with CM, FTR, and MJF?
No, because FTR is kind of salty against MJF right now.
That, and then you would have two main event guys in the same group. That'd be weird. Unless you put Punk in like the Flair type of role as the legend. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to hear your setup for like what matches would you want to do. Andrade, I would have Jamie Hayter versus Statlander. Jamie Hayter's injured. See what I'm saying? You got to look at these things. You can't do that. Punk, Ospreay, Omega, Britt versus Saraya versus Sheeta versus Storm. So you're getting some of those matches. And you can't have stats. I'm sure Hayter was supposed to be in the women's title match, but that didn't work out. Is BCC the best faction in AEW? Not right now to me, no. I'm not feeling it right now. Ospreay better bring his lunch and a truck bed to carry 2023. Jericho. Kingston brought the whole Emerald Arc to get something out of Jericho. I think BCC got a little heat in the back in the parking lot brawl. Mox versus OC at All Out. I'm calling it. I would like to see that match. That's the match I actually want to see for the international title. Who would you have go over? You let Orange keep or you let the main eventer Mox get him?
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, Mox has been knocked down a peg too. It's weird. It makes it interesting.
And I would give it to OC.
Let OC keep it. And he's been on a run. Who do y'all think is the most underrated wrestler outside of WWE?
Outside of WWE?
Yeah. I don't know. Who slept on?
Ooh.
There's a lot of underrated cats, man. I'm thinking.
I'm frozen on that one, bro.
Yeah, Malik, you gotta come back to me, bro, when my brain's ready for it. You deserve every kick and stomp he get. Proud and Powerful is coming back. I would love to see it. I will guess if Chris Hero doesn't join BCC, I will say Dark Order. Okay. Jim Cornette special ref for the match. Peter Jeter, you were talking about people being racist earlier, though. Come on, fam. Eddie gonna be salty when Pride and Powerful show up. Yeah, that would be good. They had enough to make a woman stampede, but it is what it is. Well, if Jade ain't back, I don't think they had enough. And I don't know what's going on with that, Jocelyn. Welcome. Deanna said proud, and I'm guessing that's supposed to be Proud and Powerful. Blessings on blessings on blessings, guy. I just wanted a humble dude named Hub here to say thank you, Conrad Derek, for making Wednesday night good vibes. Respect. Appreciate you, bro.
My guy Hubs.
Appreciate you. Missed the shout out earlier. MJF ain't want to be in promos with the Pinnacle. Yeah, it was tough. Why is Penta ducking? Why is Punk ducking Kenta? Mr. I want the bag. He was trying to hold Tony Khan up for some more money to be the second match on Forbidden Door. Come on now. Kenta could have did that damn match. You could also have some of JAS join BCC besides Sammy. You could. Oh, I forgot. Hater Hurt. Yeah. War Daddy. Ooh, Wardlow. We miss him. He could show up, Malik. That would be a surprise, though. I couldn't see him doing that to Kingston, though. It's going to be interesting to see who we get in that matchup here. After that, we got the sit down with good old JR and Kenny Omega. Yo, I don't know what Dynamite was on tonight, but they were on some silly-ish tonight, bro.
Yeah.
Kenny's cutting his promo. The camera is cutting a lot, and I think it's because Kenny Omega's like eyes were darting. I don't know if anyone else noticed it, but like Kenny would like look somewhere and then the camera would cut somewhere else because it felt like his eyes were moving all over the place. They were trying to keep his eyes locked onto the camera. During this, Don Callis shows up. They put a beat down on him. Bullet Club Gold and Takeshka. They just hit him with 2x4s, pipes. They had ropes choking them. They didn't care about anything. So Hangman Page is upset. He lays out the challenge. Kenny, Hangman, and Ibushi versus Bullet Club Gold and Takeshka.
Can we address the fact of what JR was doing?
Yo, JR. Yo, JR.
Yo, JR was disappearing, bro.
Chill.
Yo, JR, this was hilarious, fam. JR just stood there. He didn't yell help or nothing. They could have at least been like, JR, you got to be like, help, help. JR didn't pull out his phone. He didn't do nothing. He just sat there looking. JR looked like he doo-dooed in his pants and was trying to get up out the restaurant. Like, how much is the bill? Close to, keep the change. Let me get up out of here. Like, he didn't do shit. Kenny was getting beat.
Exit stage left.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Hello, my ragtime gal.
He just bounced, bro. I was crying. Yo, you don't know how hard we were laughing at this. You don't know how hard. Y'all gotta stop putting this JR emoji up in here. Bullet Club Gold to join BCC. You could do that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Kenta didn't get enough free money from Papa H when he was sitting in the infirmary for 5 years. Listen, be kind to Kenta on that note. He did get dropped on his head by Riddick Moss. Jarrett was like, don't hit, bruh. The announced team is doing a bad job explaining Billy Gunn House of Black angle, in my opinion. What do you think they should be doing, Face? I wasn't listening to him tonight when they talked about it. LOL, Derek. I'm gonna sound old, but waste of a JR sit down interview. Glad JR lives in Jacksonville. He beat him like a scrappy dog. Conrad, you wrong for that, CJ. JR didn't deserve that. No shit. JR let someone get beat down for a setup match. JR ran like a wounded dog.
Oh, wait. JR ran away like a stolen dog.
JR was like, I'm going back to call a collision. By God, I'm out. Sorry, JR. Listen, you know JR is my guy for announcing, but yo, ain't no way, man.
Yo, the way he was ducking out, though. Bro, he was like,
Yo, they were like, pan slowly. And then
he would look just to make sure he wasn't walking into something.
Are you guys excited for the Hangman Coda? Are we excited for this matchup?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think this is a good enough match for them with Hangman and Kenny, former friends? Coda's here, Kenny's other friend. I get why they did it. I thought Kenny should be in a one-on-one. Like, Kenny's such a big star.
That's why I don't care for it, because I think Kenny should be by himself to wrestle this match. It shouldn't be this.
I won't hold it against you.
It shouldn't be this. It should be Kenny one-on-one with Coda.
Mm-hmm.
One-on-one. Let's settle this. Let's bury the hatchet and call it a day. I don't need help. You shouldn't need help. Let's get it.
Faye said, explain what the House of Black told Billy Gunn in his ear after the match. It was clearly a big part of him losing his confidence. Yeah. You could have also brought up that they lost to them before, too. I don't think they've been saying that enough. They lost twice to them. Jarrett was like, I don't get paid enough for this. They beat him like a government mule. Coda better drop that waterway. I hope Coda shows up and he's D'd out for you. He gonna come out there German suplexing people on their neck on the apron. You know how he got down.
I'll tell you what Billy Gunn was told.
Chill.
I know.
Chill. We'll get to Billy momentarily. Chris Jericho gives an answer to Don Callis. This was a weird way that they set this up.
Yes, it was.
Jericho talked about getting walked out on by the JAS. Don Callis and him, he's like, all right, let's get out of here. But then Jericho had to say, like, well, what's underneath the easel? They reveal it. Don Callis has Jericho's head in his hand, basically. They sit there, they got it, and what on earth? Like, so Jericho's getting mad, then they get mad at each other. I'm like, you just agreed to be on the same team. Like, the misdirection didn't need to be there, I felt.
It didn't need to. Yeah, it was too much. It wasn't needed.
Yeah, and then Jericho tried to get the cute line in, like, what do you have, an assassin? And it's like, okay. I knew instantly that I'm like, it's Will Ospreay. Takeshita and Ospreay come out to help, part of, I guess, Don's family, and they put a beat down on Jericho. Jericho is bleeding afterwards from this. Ospreay's the best person. If you want to give Jericho a good match, I stand by that. I think Will Ospreay is the best person to give Jericho a good match. Is this going to be good to great? I don't know.
I think it'll be good. I'm not going to go out and say it's going to be great. Only because Jericho is up there in age.
Well, Jericho did mention we were supposed to get this match in 2021 at some point too. Omega not being a one-on-one match in an 80,000 seat arena is weird. That's why having pay-per-views back-to-back is a bad idea. Touche. Will's gonna carry Jericho. Typical Don painting. Jericho was just like, bro, I just said no. Yeah, they cracked that picture right over his head. Kenny ain't got too many versus Ospreay joints left in him. Yeah, he's getting up there too. Ospreay versus Jericho will be good, but Ospreay over Jericho. I feel like you got to do it, but Jericho hasn't had a win in a long time, guys. Think of the last time Jericho hasn't won since Ricky Starks even. Like he hasn't he lost to Ricky. So I'm trying to think before that, when was Jericho's last big win?
Yeah. If he's had a win, it's been in tag team matches.
Malik Murray says, do you think it's time for Jericho to retire? I stand on the belief it's up to Jericho when he wants to go. I can see that he's still in there. He could still produce something until he's ready to. I mean, okay.
I think if he takes his hiatus, because he's well overdue for that, bro.
No. Here's why he doesn't want to take it. Remember Kurt Angle? He was great in Impact. He wrestled Cody, and he came to WWE. He was like the general manager for a year. Body started to lock up because he wasn't doing the wrestling. Once that locks on you, it's over. I think that's why Jericho's like, no, I can't stop, because once I stop, it's over. Like, I'm done then.
True.
So maybe that's the reason. That's my belief on why he's avoiding it. Don't forget, Sammy came out to save Jericho. Yes, Sammy Guevara did come out with the bat, which was weird that they all walked out on him. But Sammy always said, I never left Jericho. Yep. Could be we might get a Sex Gods versus the Don Callis family matchup. I can see that happening either the next week on Dynamite or.
Yeah, I can see that. That wouldn't be a bad match. I would take that.
All right. Let's get into this next match. It was Darby Allin, Nick Wayne versus the Gates of Agony. Darby and Nick Wayne got jumped on the ramp. That brought out Swerve and AR Fox. They brought out chairs, sat in them. We got a sweet ending to this. Darby and Nick Wayne came back. Yo, y'all gotta stop disrespecting Gates of Agony on Dynamite. We need to get them some dubs. No, seriously though, like don't keep pulling them out there to have them lose.
True.
All right, put some respect on these guys. I think they're pretty good.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I like to see them do more. So, and we didn't get my man Prince Nana dancing. I was very disappointed. When I swerve, when I drive, by the way, retweeted me. Shout out to Prince Nana. So they both go up to the top rope. Coffin drop from Darby. Moonsault to the outside from Nick Wayne. Looked really sweet. They get the win. Afterwards, Sting and Prince Nana are backstage. Sting did his best Joker impression for Nana.
Killed it.
But see, Derek, do you know where that started? Impact. Impact allowed him to do that first. He started doing the paint like that. See? You see? This is a hater. This is a hater right here.
I won't acknowledge that.
That's what happened. Nana came out screaming. I'm mad we didn't get the dancing, but that coffin match, I think it's going to be fun. It got me hyped for Sting showing up at the show.
Yeah, I would love to see Sting bring what he had tonight into that match, because I think that'll push the match further than where we think it might go. I think that would help a lot, and not to say that this match would be garbage. I don't think it's going to be garbage. I think this match is going to be. But
Swerve, I think Swerve is earning his place into the main event picture. I think Swerve deserves it for sure. He's been killing it. Let's see. Andrade says, I was really hoping for Ospreay Omega 3, but I get it Will's going. So New Japan said no to that already. They're like, no, we're getting the third match. So you couldn't do that match anyway, no matter how bad you wanted to. He beat Omega, he beat Okada clean now. Now he's going for Jericho. Ospreay's on top of his game. He's in his prime.
Yes.
Matt Lopez at Joker Sting is the best. Agree on Gates. Yeah, they need a little bit more time on TV with some dubs. What's your favorite Stadium Stampede match ever? There were a bunch of wild ones. First one was crazy with Matt Hardy and all them in the water. Yeah, they were bugging. In the ice machine, Hangman with the milk with Kenny, just bugging.
Yeah, I gotta go with that one.
He said they need more respect. Joker Sting is back. Joker Sting is underrated. I think so too. He's not my favorite, but he's definitely slept on. TNA hints all over the show. Don't sleep on Impact, Matt says. Yeah, they did have some good stuff. Why does it feel like Nick Wayne is going through some initiation phase? I think he is. I think he's kind of getting the
lay of the land.
Yeah, he's running the ropes for them. Ace says stop sleeping on Impact. BJ said Impact is solid. Impact didn't waste any time tweeting out them Joker Sting matches. They always do that. CM Punk returned. They're like, remember when he was here? He wrestled like 6 matches. Check it out. I think Swerve is going to be a future world champion. Me too.
Oh, absolutely.
Me too.
And honestly, I think when he does get the championship, I think he will have, at the very least, a 6-month run.
I hope so.
I will say at the very least.
I hope so. Like I said, I want to see some people getting put in the mix there. Now, after that, we got Adam Cole and MJF there at Outback Steakhouse. Don't eat that damn bread. You will get full.
Yeah, big time.
Can't trust the bread. So they show up here. What else can we say? They're doing their thing. They're out there trying to make something happen. They end up doing a double clothesline in the back. It turned into like comedy segment where they're like, "Oh, crikey," trying to do all these typical things. I thought they were going to act like the Bushwhackers at one point. They hit a double clothesline. MJF got over some kangaroo kick bullshit. Like, what is this, fam? They just did whatever they could tonight. They were just bugging, and I don't know, man. They cut a promo. Aussie Open came out. They tried to threaten the beatdown of them. They were able to stomp them out and set up for their match at the same time. They're going to be on the pre-show in a Ring of Honor tag team title match. There we go. Should be all right. I'm interested to see where this one goes. We're going to get more into this next week. Trust me. People are talking about the kangaroo kick. Swerve. Why not drop? I think Hit Row needs to come to AEW. No. Help Swerve win the AEW championship. I can see them getting in the ring with him, maybe for an appearance, but I don't know about Hit Row. Hit Row's doing fine on SmackDown. Let them just chill there. Yeah. Chris Jericho makes the challenge for the match we talked about earlier. It's going to be Jericho Ospreay. Next up, Derek must have booked this or Russo. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Death Match. They had a Leatherface title. There was like dog blood. I don't know what this stuff was. I don't know there was like buckets of blood or something here. What the hell happened here, Derek? They were just bugging. Karen Jarrett's got blood on her. Jeff Hardy's just bugging out. You got everybody and their mama interfering in this. This should have just been a big old, it was a schmoz.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, they get back in the ring. Tables are broken. The people are getting smashed. Twist of Fate. Jay Lethal hits him in the back of the head with the hammer like in the movie. That should have been the finish. Yeah. Satnam choke slams him. Jarrett pins him. Double J. Ain't I great? It's my world. They get the dub in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match. Shout out to Leatherface. I had to put him on the old thumbnail for us tonight.
Listen, I don't know. Actually, no, I do know. I feel like who would have been perfect for that back in the day? Your boy Mick Foley as Mankind.
What, as Leatherface?
No, that type of match. That type of match would have been perfect for hardcore matches back then.
I got Black Rain vibes from this. I don't know what this was. It was one of those. It was so bad it was funny because we were just laughing, watching. Like, what is this?
Yeah, it became so predictable when Jeff went. What was he saying? What was the Hardy Boys or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And then like you could tell he was looking for Jeff Jarrett, and all of a sudden here. And then getting doused over with the pig's blood. Like, what's going on here?
I said dog blood before. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Texas
like a stuck Irish pig.
Matt Lopez, this was some bad WCW 2000s. This connected more than that, I think.
Yeah.
This match sucked. TNA, I am sports entertained. I enjoy it more than I care to admit. TNA is fine. This, I don't know what this was. Jeff Jarrett finally won a title in AEW. Yo, Rob, we about to argue about this. He said Memphis vibes. Memphis what? LA Knight calling Top Dollar Uncle Phil was mad funny. Terrible. We had a deathmatch title, Conrad. Yeah, we did. Chainsaw Charlie over Leatherface. Yeah, they could have at least added some sparks to that chainsaw. That joint was just
yeah.
I felt like we were at what's the place in Canada?
Oh, Clifton Hills.
Clifton Hills. Yeah, big shout out to Canada.
Yeah, big time. That Clifton Hills is dope.
Ryan Nemeth was Leatherface tonight per Fightful. Wait, are you serious? Memphis vibes though, huh, Rob? Memphis vibes. Johnson said this is one of those matches that sounded good but not used. No, it was bad. It was just bad. Dustin with Ben. Oof. Yeah, it was rough. Chainsaw, I hope AEW signed Mankind 2.0. Yo, people are laughing at James too. Y'all bug it out, man. Like I said, it's what it is.
Yeah,
it's what it is with this.
It is. It's something to pass the time. It would have worked better if it was Halloween.
You know what? Jeff Jarrett needed the win. That certain people, I'm like, all right, you've lost a lot, man. Give him the dub.
Yes.
Lethal came out there. He had the Woody Toy Story boots on. They were rocking tonight. Jay Lethal was kind of the MVP of that match.
Yeah, he was.
He was in every spot where he needed to be.
Yes.
Ryan Nemeth was Leatherface. Yo, y'all dirty for laughing at that. Of course, the Bucks got Ryan on the show. LOL. I like the match regardless. Smoky Mountain vibes. Yo. Like I said, this is one of those. It was bad, but you couldn't turn away. Like we kept watching. Like, what is going on right now?
You couldn't miss what was going on because something was supposed to happen, and it did happen. But it was just like, what?
You know what segment I hated too, and this has nothing to do with Hangman. I hated the setup. Whoever booked that setup for that ambulance behind Paige, that looked like shit. That looked like if that was me, I would have been going off with the headset. Who did this? This looks like shit. Bro, you look like you parked in front of the arena, lowered the garage door, and Hangman's out there drinking in front of the. Why is the ambulance sirens going off? And that you couldn't have asked the hospital, like, can we shoot a quick promo out here, like in the parking lot or something?
Right. Like that would have been perfect.
Sir, you can't drink here. What? What? What?
Gonna have to. No.
What'd you ride here? My Mustang. And it goes to a horse or something. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing tonight. Like I said, I don't. I didn't like the setup. I didn't like the setup of that.
Coming from someone who worked in the hospital, that was definitely a horrible setup.
So, just to confirm, you said people cannot drink at a hospital.
Not allowed, but you could drink outside the hospital. But like,
wouldn't that have been where he was? Oh, so you can't have it even on ground.
Yeah, on ground you can't.
But they let people smoke? Wait, but people can smoke on grounds, right?
They're not supposed to, but you can finagle that.
Call your local union steward, Derek, here to get you out of trouble.
I've seen many of people do it.
Bro, why is Jeff Jarrett on my TV? Push Jay Lethal. WCW booking. Well, he might have been able to if he was filming somewhere where he was supposed to be. LOL. For the record, CM Punk said he didn't send Hangman home. He didn't know he was there. Just leaving that where it is, BJ. So you starting trouble, BJ. We were off this topic. Gabe, I hope I'm saying this right. Badly. I hope I'm saying that. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. What do you expect? It's AEW. Come on now, Gabe. Come on. They've been doing. Listen, I watched WCW. I watched WCW. One of my favorite years of WCW is '92. I watched that. It ain't that bad. AEW is pretty good, I would say, for the most part. I actually enjoy AEW more than WWE still, I'll say, for the most part. Yeah. Deanna, not supposed to, but they do. Okay. Hangman can't cut a promo, B. They don't listen to the agents. They think they don't stink because their outlaw skills got them there instead of trying to get better. Jay Lethal is priceless. Conrad was on Max on this show, and he took a day off because Jarrett wanted to bleed. It's my world. Moving forward, we had Britt Baker versus the Bunny. They actually gave Bunny a lot of time in this. I thought they were going to end this quick, but they actually let Bunny do some work here. I really wish they would give the Bunny and the Butcher and Blade something, but I feel like as long as they're with Kip, that can't happen. Damn it. I'm tired of telling you guys this. Bunny can get in on this too. Make the Butcher and the motherfucking Blade the APA, bro, for AEW. I'm not saying they have to be like them playing cards and all that. They can be chopping meat, doing whatever, but they need to be backstage in the kitchen doing some stuff. And then all of a sudden it's like, what do you want? Need your help tonight. How much money you got? All right, I'll be out there. And then you got to let them just wreck people.
Yes.
Wreck them.
Yes. If you're not going to do anything with them, let them do that. Let them do that.
They're not your tag team that you put.
No.
You treat them like the Acolytes, bro.
Yeah.
Give them the belts for a couple weeks, then let them transition them to like the Hardys. Remember when they used to do stuff like that? They can be the champs for like 6 to 8 weeks. That's fine.
That's perfectly fine.
Yo.
Perfectly fine.
Anywho, I know, and Bunny can be part of that too. Britt Baker here. Did anyone think Britt Baker was losing? Let's keep it a stack. No. Hell no. Hell no. You know better than that. I thought that this was a decent match. They tried here.
I'm glad they gave the Bunny some time.
Britt Baker gets the win. She's added to the 4-way. I don't have the updated graphic for it. I'll put up the graphics momentarily. Commander versus Ray Phoenix. Sammy is wrestling. Aussie Open versus Brother Zay and Ethan Page. Sheeta and Sky versus Soho and Storm, all on Rampage. Thank you, Matt, because I don't remember if they even mentioned Rampage. I thought WCW 99 2000 was your fave. Now I've been torturing myself, bro. I started Starrcade and I saw Disco and Lash LaRue versus, I don't even know if I can say that name, Big Vito and Johnny the Bull. Match still ain't finished yet, bro. Still sitting there. I'm pending on the Peacock. Kip is a killer. Bunny is better than people know. Yeah, and she just came back from injury too. AEW hired Hitmen. Perfect, Gabe. Big buff bros chopping meat. That's what I'm saying. Bunny is underrated. APA, the most underrated tag team. I always say this: Bradshaw over JBL. I stand on that.
Yes.
Tag titles about to tank after Allin. LOL. Is Pac injured? Yes. He got hurt in the I don't know if I think it was the Ring of Honor World Title match he got injured in. How? Why? I couldn't tell you. I don't even know how bad it is. But he's out. Matt Lopez says, I am watching WCW 95. Bruh, why? I am on Bash at the Beach, and it is the only time the show was on a damn beach. You can do that. I don't know. Maybe it's that nightmare headache when you do that type of stuff.
Probably.
I don't know. It shouldn't be that bad. Then we got the Acclaimed stuff. We talked about this earlier. Billy Gunn retires. Are we getting the Acclaimed in them at All In or All Out? I think All Out you probably get like House of Black and maybe Billy returns Trios title one last time.
Yeah, I would say that, but they have to lose.
By the way, does Collision guys feel like underrepresented on this card?
Yeah, I would.
I'm just saying, I know we got the TNT Championship on All Out. I know that we have Miro in a match. You got Hobbs in the match for All Out. But where are they on All In? That's the 80,000 seat arena. Don't you want to showcase some of those guys?
I would want to. I would definitely want to, but I guess that's not the route that they want to go.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that, bro.
Just weird what they're doing. Lash LaRue. Oof. Billy Gunn is going to return for the Trios titles. I can see the Acclaim winning this. I thought CM FTR would get him in a couple weeks, but now I'm starting to lean towards the Acclaim, and Billy beat House of Black for him finally.
I can see that. Although,
would you be mad if they lost him finally to them?
Yes.
Come on, bro. Yeah. The Acclaim are over, bro.
They are, but I would be upset if they lost or if they won it. No disrespect.
Like biasly upset, you mean?
Biasly upset, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear.
Biasly upset.
Bias.
Because if House of Black
bias.
If House of Black loses, I need all Devil's neckties right after that match.
You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. They gotta move into some different territory for him. Main event time. Let's talk about.
And I bet you that's what was told to Billy Gunn.
Get ready to put your scores for Dynamite in the chat. Be dead serious. I know we already got. I think it was Tokyo or Andrade. Somebody said 4 out of 10 already.
Yeah,
they Bret Harted this show real quick. Young Bucks versus the Guns. At first they justified the first thing that they did, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all the pass. During the Guns entrance, the Bucks jumped him. Bullet Club Gold jumped Kenny earlier. I was like, okay, I guess I could let that slide. But I thought it was weird that the baby faces jumped the heels.
Right.
Then you had Austin Gunn get on a flurry of moves. Colton Gunn makes the save. And then the finishes, they get like an O'Connor roll. It got sloppy. It went backwards. Matt just sits there. They cheated the Bucks to win. And I was like, what? It felt very weird to me.
Yeah, because why would you cheat if you're not the heel.
Hold on. Where's BJ? BJ cut it out. Maybe Punk didn't give him permission to go to London. Knock it off. All right. You knock this garbage off. Favorite tag team in AEW right now. Who's your favorite tag team? FTR.
Yeah. Ooh, that's tough, bro, because I would say FTR or Lucha Bros.
FTR for me. Hands down.
I'll give you that.
Collider got Chicago all out, baby. Bucks probably put it in their contracts. Don't.
Probably.
House of Black worked on a Wednesday. LOL. The Bucks losing. The Bucks looking like Swedish rappers on that match card. Main event was House of Torture match. Jeff versus Haha Jeff. Oh no. So yeah, that was the ending. FTR makes the save. Bucks and them work together. They teased like they were gonna do something. I was waiting for My Way to hit. Check. Take Deborah out the equation.
Right.
Check out morality. Yeah, this time I'm gonna let it all come out. This time I'm gonna stand up and shout. With all due respect. If you're a wrestling fan, you know that damn video package.
Oh, absolutely.
Just one with the beers. More fight. Yeah, it was just perfect the way they set it up. That's one of my favorites. That's up there with Shawn and Taker.
Oh man, bro, I might download that album after.
BJ said they should be thanking Punk being AEW's travel agent with an extra contract. Y'all know I'm playing. See, always needling. Bucks probably wanted to stick it to Collision, LOL. It's just weird though. Like I was like, you guys could have had some more matches on here for like you could have put Miro on this card. You could have did. I don't know. This is why I can kind of sympathize though. Like when Six saying like card is ass and all that stuff. Like I get it too. Like I'm not saying like oh this is perfect. I'm like we could have better utilized some of the people that we have here for what we're doing.
Absolutely.
But once again, you got to think business wise. Tony's probably like we already got the 80,000. We could go out there. We can still put on some banger matches and we'll be fine. Right. And you got to come back here eventually. Waka, waka, waka. And we'll talk about that more. OMG, Conrad. What up, Jacoby? 6 out of 10 for AEP or 6 out of 10 for AEW. EPW 10 out of 10. Never give a Texas Chainsaw Death Match unless there is. Whoa, can't say that now. No Ricky on Allin is BS. Ricky got suspended for whipping Ricky Steamboat with a belt. He was bugging. Derek, what do you think of tonight's show? What would you give it?
Give it a C.
I'm gonna go 6 out of 10 with Matt.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling this one too much. Don't know why. Oh, I thought this was Christopher Daniels for a second when I read that quick. Christopher Douglas says, Conrad, what if Mox recruits Nigel for Stadium Stampede? Chris Hero? I would be down. Christopher Douglas, I like your idea. I would be interested in that. You could do something with that. Big fan. Thank you, Chris, for that. You appreciate it, brother. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, everyone, if you are enjoying. E said 8.5 out of 10. Great Dynamite. Random, but great. Great for all the weird reasons. I really was more upset at like some of the little stuff tonight. That's why I gave it 6 out of 10.
Yeah. So some of that stuff that was happening just didn't mesh well.
I didn't like the setups. Like I said, no shade to Hangman Page. I'm more pissed at like who did the background set for this. You guys couldn't have did something a little bit better.
They should have been able to, and there should have been no question with that. Like, hey, we gotta tighten this up.
And even if you did, maybe Punk didn't send Hangman home. We don't know. I don't care at this point. You still need to put something on better than that. You play dumb games, you get dumb prizes. So get it together. 6 out of 10, Ace says. Jesus De Leon says thumbs up. You were quiet all night, Jesus. Right. Cut that shit out. Chris Douglas says, this is real Chris Daniels. I know Curry Man, Conrad. Gunichiwa. Do. Curry Man was my guy in TNA. Sup, Derek?
What up?
Let's see here. My man put the Disco Inferno emoji. Disco fever. Yeah. He's so funky. The highlight was Jarrett winning the title.
Yeah.
I thought tonight's AEW was a basic Domino's pizza. EPW just told me that the pizza is almost ready as they delivered this Pizza Hut breadsticks. 10 out of 10. Blame Sanjay. It was mad TNA. How y'all gonna blame Sanjay for that? We don't know if he did that.
Right.
7. Love Cole and MJF stuff waiting for the turn. Yeah, that was definitely a brighter part of the show. Hey, Conrad, what is the worst idea? Enzo being booked for New Japan or AAA booking Marty Scurll? Ooh, AAA booking Marty for me, then for sure. And Enzo gets heat though everywhere he goes. Conrad, Commander versus Phoenix at Rampage. Heard good things too. I'll check it out on Friday. I'll make sure to watch it. I usually always got Rampage on in the background. I don't tweet or talk about it too much, but it's always on. Put Curryman on Allin versus Shark Boy. Give me a shell, yeah. I love it. Still believe Swerve is taking the belt from OC. I would not be mad at that, Jesus. I've thought OC was losing many of times, and it hasn't happened yet.
Right.
So it's where we're at with this. Other than that, bro, I'm trying to think. We could run down the card real quick for the matches, then we'll get up on out of here. 0 Hour, the pre-show. This should be happening at noon that Sunday. Hopefully me and Derek will be able to get the coverage for you. We need to check out the schedules and make sure everything lines up. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to do this. I'm glad that it's an afternoon show. That's all that I'll say.
Right.
All in 0 Hour, London, ROH World Tag Team titles, Aussie Open versus MJF and Adam Cole.
Baby.
Yeah, this should be fun, and we'll probably save our predictions for next week. You guys can also order this on Fight, especially if you've got a VPN. MJF Adam Cole for the world title also should be a banger of a match. I can't wait to see how they connect these two matches together. Should be fun. Britt Baker has filled this final void right here for the women's 4-way. This could go many of different ways. I'm kind of seeing. Well, I'll be quiet for one more week, but this should be a good 4-way match. Let them keep it together, and they'll be fine. Sheeta's been slept on a lot in AEW. I'm glad that she got to be the champ again.
Oh, absolutely.
Sting and Darby Allin will have a coffin match. Put them in a coffin. Swerve versus AR, or Swerve and AR Fox teaming up. AR Fox it's really cool that he's going to get this opportunity. CM Punk, will he accept Samoa Joe's challenge or not? Joe did just choke him out and cost him the trios titles.
Right.
I like this. No sleep. This is going to be a great match. Like I said, wrestling from in front of thousands. There is a story to a lot of this. A big story. MJF opened up All In originally with Matt Cross. Look at where he's at now. Just think about that.
On top of the world.
He's making big things happen. And then you've got FTR versus the Young Bucks here. I don't know what's up with Matt's duck face right here, but I feel like he's staring at me. So we got that match. I don't know if they're going to do it. I told Derek, I mentioned it before. I think the Bucks are walking out with this one, but maybe they can convince me next week that that's not happening.
If you haven't already seen it, this would be my biggest rant. If the Bucks win, might be bigger than Hell in a Cell.
Matt Lopez says Impact New Japan Multiverse this Sunday at 5 on Fight. I think I'm going to be checking out Multiverse. I'm sure that's something we're going to be discussing on Clash of the Podcast. If you want a little preview for Monday, Roddy's new gimmick has been great. I need him and Cole back together though. I kind of like Roddy now, starting to cry a lot. I'm like, he's got some personality. The Kingdom getting in the mix too. I like it. Sprinkle some Maria in there. We got something.
Got something cooking.
Swerve and Fox need to win since Darby's been winning a lot lately. I still think that's Darby's match though, the coffin match.
Yeah.
And he's got to wrestle next week at All Out for the TNT Championship. And he was talking about restoring some order to that title.
Right.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens.
But I think that's it. Next week, you guys will get our all-in preview and predictions with me and Derek. Tell Derek he can't use Malachi. He's been ducking. Getting real tired of that.
Not ducking, bro.
Andrade needs to be at all-in. That's what I'm saying. I think he might have an all-out match. I could see those guys. I thought they were going to face House of Black, too.
That would have been nice.
Don't know. They told him to shake it off, and he snapped on them. Chris says, I like Tony Storm, 50's character. She's growing on me. Counter and Derek with the shut up on announcer. Thanks, Kyra and Derek. No, thank you, Chris.
Absolutely.
E says, what's the venue for Multiverse? I hope it ain't teeny tiny. I can't remember where the show is from right now. I'll look it up and check it out, though. Like I said, I'm going to probably watch that show just because I want to support Impact New Japan. And like I said, we're going to be talking about it on Clash. So make sure you guys show some love. And AEW need to do man and women battle royal at Allin. I could see an over the budget battle royal happening.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they'll pay some respect to it. Like I said, man, let's see what AEW does for this one, man. They showed their ass. They sold out an 80,000 seat arena. It's one of the top 5, top 10, I don't know, wrestling shows of all time for attendance. Show out, man. Make it the biggest of all time if you guys want. If you're enjoying the card and think they're going to do some craziness, could we get some debuts? That's something I would like to talk about next week. Is it just going to be a show? Maybe that's what it's going to be. Maybe it's just time to showcase who they got for AEW.
Right.
But right now, this is what we do every week. We showcase for EPW. You will catch us live on Monday for Clash of the Podcast with me and Sean Hubbard. This is Derek. I'm Conrad. We are out for this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. 1.